Hi everyone, I've been wanting to post a video of my gear that I had used to hike the Kalalau Trail, Kauai Hawaii. I live in the northeastern part of the United States, and obviously we had a snowstorm just recently, and it's about 15 degrees or so. So let's go ahead and get to it. Thank you. Okay, so here we are. Just wanted to do an overview of the gear, and then we'll go over each item, and I'll give a brief description about what it is and its function. So let's get to it here. Right there in the back is a Henry Shires tarp tent, Scarp 1, double wall tent. It rains quite a bit in Kauai, so bomb-proof. Great tent. And then next to that, or below that, is the Thermarest Neo Air. It's all season. It's the large mat. I'm 48 years old, and do appreciate my comforts, creature comforts. On top of that, it's a piece of Tyvek, small piece of Tyvek sheet that I use for changing clothes or keeping outside the tent and putting items on. Let's see, keep going down here. The pillow there, that's a Nemo Pillow. Very comfortable, memory foam on top. You inflate it, and it's very adjustable and nice. Next to that black item is a silk quilt that I had made. Very much like a hammock quilt. It has a foot box, it snaps up, and it cinches down around your neck. Very comfortable, perfect for tropical camping. And then right there is a sheet for my Thermarest. Again, I like my creature comforts. I'm 48 years old, and did like that very much. I was out there for 10 days, so it really came in handy. And then next to the sheet, that gray sheet, is the A-Light Monarch chair. Again, another comfort item. Really comfortable and a pleasure to have. To the right of that is the brown, that's a tarp, 10 by 10 by Itoa. Extra precaution for rain, which you get a lot of out there in Kauai, Hawaii. So it was good, so you're not stuck in the tent. At least I could be under a tarp in a chair, cooking my meals, and so on and so forth. And moving back up to the top here, we have, this is the Gossamer Gear Mariposa pack. It's a 70-liter pack. Just phenomenal. I mean, it operates at about 35 pounds for optimum. I pushed the weight up to almost 45 because I was out for 10 days or so. But just a phenomenal pack. Again, Gossamer Gear Mariposa. And let's see, let's keep working our way down. That is a microfiber towel. So I was on the beach, obviously I needed a towel. Light, dries fast. On top of that, that orange, that's a chamois for wiping the tent down in the morning. Then here is my electric gear. That, having two cameras, I had a Nikon and a Panasonic Lumix, one waterproof, one not. One I'm taking video now is for still shots and better quality video. That is a solar charger by, what was it? It was Power Film, 10 watts. It 0.6 amperage, great. Two chargers, all DC. Power bank from New Trent. That was 7,000 milliamps. Worked great. Took pretty much a whole day to charge that, but I get a lot of charges from that power bank. MP3 player, I went with that because it does has FM radio and I get tons of songs. Great device is this DeLorme InReach. Now, being solo, I needed to communicate with my family, and it was just a great device because it does have two-way satellite texting capability. It does have the personal locator beacon function, and the SOS. Just a great piece of equipment. And right there is my Tika XP2 Petzl headlamp. Great piece of equipment. That also has a rechargeable lithium battery in it. I could run, I could charge it via that power bank I showed you. And then right there is a stick pick. That goes on the end of your hiking pole. And then you could attach your camera to the hiking pole, and it just gets amazing selfies. Very good piece of equipment. Alright, let's move back up to the top here. Let's go and look at the rainwear. Again, very rainy place, Kauai, Hawaii. Could rain for 2 days, but I was pretty lucky. This is called a paca. It is a sil nylon jacket that is inclusive of the pack cover, so you can completely cover yourself and the pack and keep it 100% dry. So just a great item. Again, that's called a paca. So again, rainwear. Alright, and down here we can go with the food items. That's a Cuban Fire stuff sack back there. Food bag from Z-Packs. Great. Another great item is this. It's called the Bush Buddy. It is a wood gasification stove. Great item. So I could pick up sticks and whatnot and burn them in boil water and so on and so forth. My backup was this little mini atomic from Mini Bowl Designs. It's an alcohol stove, and the fuel that I use is heat. I can get that at Walmart, which I did out in Hawaii, Kauai. And then let's see, scroll on down. Plate I used, for chopping and so on and so forth. Windscreen, spoon. There, a little knife, a little scrub pad. Pot is a musa, just a simple aluminum pot, very light. Homemade cozy. Foster pot. I would make my coffee in the morning in that. I would also drink, whatever I would have. Lids, I guess I got them from Mini Bowl Designs as well. Small measuring cup, knife, little pot holder, bandana. A little cozy for my Foster's mug, cup, whatever. And then up there I have 2 platypus containers. That's what I carried my libations in. And then when I was actually hiking, I would have 2.5, 3 liters of water. The one with the black on it is where I kept my bottle of electrolytes. Smart water bottles, very durable, plastic, great. And move my way down here. Oh, gravity filtration water system, 3-liter platypus. Again, I was out there for 10 days, and so I'd fill up and work off of that for the day. So again, gravity filter, and I would use the Sawyer down here, filter to filter the water. And then I would also, before, inside the platypus, I would put the Aquamir drops. Now, they say you can drink the water out there, again, in Kauai, Kalalau, Na Pali Coast. But that's not for me, so I can't risk getting sick, especially when you're out there for 10 days. So I took extra precaution. What else we got here? Down here is first aid kit, basics. I could do a whole video on that. Let's see. Then we have obviously bug spray, sunscreen, and then we go into my toiletries, toilet paper, paper towels, toothbrush, toothpaste. That's a poop shovel, just in case. They did have privies out there. Composting toilets, which worked out well. I'd use the wet ones to clean the seat down, just to keep it clean. And then I have Dr. Bonner's soap. I could do my laundry in the stream. Not that they really like that. It's not really the best thing for the environment. And then I have antibacterial soap for my hands. ear plugs, obviously, to keep the noises out. Bandana I would use with the hat there, to keep the sun off. Light system. I sometimes put the bandana in the water and put over my head to cool me down. Again, a tropical environment. I have a buff. Now the buff, funny thing is, I thought it would be easier to keep my hair short, and I shaved my head. Bad idea, because being in a tropical environment, obviously I burned the top of my head via the sun, so I had to wear that buff quite a bit. Another bandana is for wiping sweat as you walk. Great item is this trekking pole, black diamond. The cork handles are the way to go. Flick lock, carbon, wonderful. Shoes are pretty key here. These are trail runners. They're La Sportiva Wildcats. Light mesh, dries fast. Just a great trail running shoe. Highly recommend that. Plus the green super feet that orthotics that I put in there. Just another great item. Really helps out. Next to that are Vivo barefoot camp shoes. Again, super comfy, ultra light. Very nice. Let's see, work our way down here more. Oh, gaiters to keep sticks, little rocks out, and those are by Simplicity. Very light, very nice little gaiters. Socks, very important. These are Smart Wool, PhD, Merino wool. 3 pairs of these, alternated, clean them, work great. Prescription sunglasses is a must. That's a given. Knee brace, again, I'm older, 48 years old, so that is a chow pat, but very nice. Knee brace helped out substantially. Okay, and up here, clothes. Now, you don't need much for clothes. That's about it as far as clothes, but the light blue is from Rail Riders. It has mesh that runs from the sleeve all the way down past your chest on the sides, and it just cools you down tremendously. Cotton shirt for night. Merino wool shirt, ultralight, maybe 5 ounces from Patagonia. Super great, comfortable shirt. Shorts were wicking, just some type of material from Outdoor Research. And then obviously you need board shorts, bathing suit, and these are the ex officio underwear. That pretty much wraps it all up. Any questions, please comment, and I'll be glad to answer them. Thanks so much.